Good morning, crafty friends and fans of the Tilted Brick. I'm coming to you really quick this morning because I'm actually going to be headed into the Tilted Brick in a few minutes to do demo day. But I wanted to give you a sneak peek of some products that we are going to be getting into the store, a couple that we already have in the store, and how you can use them together. So one thing we're going to be getting is a new set of Lindy's Gang. This is the Been There colors. So I'm going to use some of these this morning. In addition to that, we are getting the paper pack. Beautiful papers here. Double-sided. So fun. I don't think I'm going to use any of these this morning, but I wanted to show you. Oh, I really like that one that I just scooched past. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Anyways, lots of texture, but also we're going to be getting in the laser cuts. And much like the laser cuts I showed yesterday, I've already taken them all out. You can see this. But last night I created clusters with these laser cuts. Look at how pretty these are. I'm just trying to show you a few. So what is that? That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a mini one, and I still have all these pieces left. Now, I will say that some of them, like the tags and the little envelopes, these are actually part of the paper pack. But the one thing I really, really love about the Arden Creative paper pad laser cuts is they're double-sided. So this side you have this beautiful pattern, and this side is plain. The moth, both sides. Clock, or the compass, printed on both sides. So whether you want your plane, let's see if I can pick this up. You want your plane to go one way or the other, you can use both sides. So you're not limited. So the ones I showed you yesterday from 49 and Market are only one-sided, a little bit thicker, but these are still, look, very good quality, but double-sided. So you have lots and lots of options here in which direction you want your item to go. So I just want to show you. I created 10 large, 1 small, and look, I still have all these envelopes, tags, and bits and pieces for more pages. So I'm going to set that aside, and I just want to make a really quick page today showing you the magicals and what we can do. So first, this is, we do have this in the shop already. This is BRD, and it is the Queen of Hearts rustic. It's the Queen of Hearts line, but the rustic Harlequin stencil. And I just love the little bits of text in there. And then let's see if I can find it. There are little hearts in here. Oh, here it is. Queen of Hearts right here. Little heart. Little heart. So pretty awesome. So I'm going to use this just so we can get started with some texture. And this is another thing that we just got into the shop, microglaze, distress microglaze. This stuff is really, really cool. You can use it. It says water resistant sealer. So like if you have something that you need to seal, you can use this to seal it. But I'm going to show you today its little water resistant thing. I have this blending brush that is dedicated just for this. It kind of feels like Vaseline petroleum jelly. Anyway, so I'm just going to add a little bit through here, just so we can get some, I can show you how this is going to react on your page. And I'm going to go ahead and do both sides. Doesn't take much. If you feel like you need a little bit more on your brush, obviously you can go ahead and do that. But I'm just doing it to give a little texture and to be able to show you what it's doing. So let me move that out of the way, put my lid back on, and then I'm going to take my magicals and my little palette here, and I'm just, let's see if I can move that into the into the camera here. Not as well unless I zoom way out, and I don't know that I want to do that. So I'm just going to take, this color is this Old Path Pearl. So I'm just going to add just a sprinkle in here of each color. Let me go ahead and move, if I can move my book over just a little bit more so you can see that. There we go. That's better. Okay, next color is Blue with the View. And these colors go really far. Actually, I should put some on the page too, because they do react differently that's what I'm going to do. I am going to do that. This one is Amber Waves Maze. So I'll put tap, 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 tap. Just going to add some color. I'll do it both ways. That way you can see what the difference is. They actually have multiple colors in there and explode out more when you use them straight, but you can add water to them and just watercolor with them. This one is Brick by Brick. I love this color. It is so gorgeous. I think I did a swatch with it. I just don't know where I put my swatch, but I'm telling you, these colors are amazing. A little green. I'll probably have to come back. I didn't do the Blue with the View on here, I don't think. But we'll see. And then I'll make my little palette here. And then I take a dropper and add the water to here so that I don't spray and blow the water out of my, blow the, 1, 2, 3, oh, I missed one in here somewhere. Okay, I'll have to come back to that. Okay, I don't remember which one I missed. Must be, I see blue, green, pearl, maybe it was the amber or the Brick by Brick. Let's see. It might have been Brick by Brick. Yeah, that's the one I missed. Look how pretty that is already, changing colors. Okay, now we're going to take our sprayer and we're going to spray the page and see what happens here. Okay. And see how the colors are exploding out, so you can see the multiple colors within each little bottle. Then I can take my paintbrush, mixy mix, and just add it over. And you can see now that microglaze where the stencil was. You can see how it resists the color. So we're just going to move this out a little bit. Add some blues. And see, whenever I mix it, you get just the color, but when you just use the spray, you just sprinkle it on, you can see how there's blues and there's a multitude of colors in there. And so look at that. Now we just have a nice mix here. And so I get my little paper towel so I can clean up some of this water that's right in the center there. And I wish I would have put more stenciling on this side. Remember this, the left side is the side that I just used the leftovers on my brush. But that's okay, because you got to see, you can still see bits of it where it reacted. Okay, smooth that out a little bit. Then I'm going to take my stencil that I already used, and I'll just go ahead and paint on it. So there's not a lot of blue, so I'm going to do blues on here. So we're just going to paint the blue on the stencil. What I need to do is add, I think, a little bit more water. Or change brushes. I may have done something to my brush here because I was using it yesterday with some glue and stuff. Okay, so you can see I'm adding to that, and then we'll just take it and we will stamp it down on our page. Hold it there for a second. The pattern will take, and I didn't get enough paint on there. Okay, let's try that again. We're going to try it with a little bit more paint. I'll try green this time. Let's see what we got here. My paint doesn't seem to be sticking here. Okay, there we go. Getting a little bit more. There's also a lot of holes in this one. All right, let's try that again. We're going to do right here. So it's still adding texture, just maybe not exactly the way I wanted it to. And that's okay, because this is all about making some texture to our background. You can see that's coming out a little bit better. Let me go ahead and dry. And maybe if I had gessoed the page first, that might have been better. Because then it would have had a little bit more of those properties that we're looking for. Like yesterday's page. And here's today's. But it's still some pretty colors. There we go. Dry that out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to try one more thing. I'm just going to place this on here, and we will use our brush to add a little bit of color. And hopefully that's not where I put the Distress Micro Glaze, because of course that's not going to stick. That's water resistant. Let's see how we're getting there. Oh, I'm getting it under the stencil. That's okay. Okay. Basically, this is what I wanted to show you, was the beautiful colors. And you're starting to see where the, see if I can zoom. Oh, you can see it. See right here where I did the Harlequin stencil, and up here in the corner. So you do see that. Okay, so now let's look and just see if we want to put one of these on there. I like that. So we could glue that on and maybe add some more little bits and pieces. And one here. Or I want one that's a little bit flatter. I did give a lot of, there we go, that one's a little bit flatter there. So we could do that. What do you think? All right, I didn't want this to get too long today. I just really wanted to show you real quick the ephemera and the colors of the Lindy's Magicals. So let's see, I'll turn the page here really quick, and we will we'll put the colors on here so that we can see each color. This one is Blue with a View. Also want to do a little splatter there, so we can do that. And I did get a little bit of color in my pearl, which is more going to be a shiny. Here it is. Put this in a different, because I accidentally got blue in there. There we go. That's better. So this one's just going to have more of a sheen. And then as these dry, they have, these are shimmer colors. So they're going to have a nice shimmer. Here's the green. Okay. And the green one is called Olive the Way There. Very cute. I like that. Then we're going to do Brick by Brick. Love this color. Oops, I forgot to do my splatter there. We'll do that in a minute. And then this one is the Amber Waves Maze. So this is our nice goldeny color. And then we'll do a little sprinkle and then spray them so you can see the colors exploding out. Brick by Brick. I think this one is my favorite color, although I'm always partial to blues and greens. And Olive the Way There. Okay, now we'll just do a quick spray. Move everything out of the way. So you can see kind of how they explode out. Nice, right? Dab up some of that water. We'll give it a quick dry, and then I'll zoom in on it so you can see if we can see the shine. Really love the way they explode and how multiple colors are in there. Such a good thing for mixed media, but also to be able to watercolor with. We're also going to have another color combo coming in that is Garden Chronicles, and it is beautiful, beautiful. So just a little sneak peek of what's coming soon. I don't know if you can see that. I can certainly see the shine that's coming through. So let me pick this up for you and show you. Move this out of the way and see if you see the shine there. Maybe not. Let's see if I turn on the light, if that helps. There you go. You can see it's capturing the glimmer there. For sure, you can really see it right here in the Brick by Brick, and I can really see it in the pearl. So very shiny, very pretty. And then we'll go back and we'll look at, you see all the shimmer starting to come through on that as it dries, particularly like right in here. And then I see that there's a bluish green shimmer on the blue green. But that Brick by Brick has a gold. Really loving all the colors that are on here. So that's nice. All right. So come into the shop to see the colors. Come take a look at the page I did yesterday with From the Garden. I kept saying Garden Chronicles, but this is actually From the Garden that we have in the shop right now. So thanks for watching.